This cocky British rival confronted Dakota Ditcheva. What happened next was insane. Fighting Izart. Let's rewind to 2015, the main event of a Muay Thai tournament in Birmingham. A teenage Dakota Ditcheva stepped into the ring, already making waves as a rising force in the scene. After storming through her previous opponents, all eyes were on her as she faced Rebecca Caslin, a tough Liverpudlian with a strong 6-1 record. The tension was real. Manchester versus Liverpool. North versus North. Grit versus grit. Round 1 was a chess match. Rebecca moved like she was dodging bullets in the Matrix, frustrating Dakota's early combos. But that wouldn't last long. In round 2,
right high kick
skill though, doesn't it, from both these girls?
Then Dakota came out like Becky owed her money. Her signature front kick landed flush on Caslin's face, and every time Caslin tried to fire back,
she's just trying to counter. She's going to go for the later round. She's in here for the long haul. Dakota's in there to try and get rid of you early. The coach, you have to listen to your coach.
Dakota had a counter waiting, clean, crisp, and unforgiving.
To the head there, and Caslin smiled it off. Fair play to her. And she's taking another one there.
Becky was on the ropes, but saved by the bell. But the third round
coming, and now the clinch, and she goes to work with the knees to the midsection.
Her kill. That was a different story. After getting key advice from her coach and mother, Lisa Howarth, Dakota unleashed hell. Her kicks cut through the air like blades.
From girl to woman in their case, and you must notice a huge
is mental as well.
Right. Well, again, Dakota, the aggressor, but Caslin just scoring shots on the back foot.
Her right hands thudded with power. And her brutal knees? Let's just say Caslin's insides.
There she'll go. She's fireworks, I tell you, that's a great knee.
She's looking dominant in the clinch there. Tried to throw.
Got turned into a smoothie. The referee had no choice but to stop it. Anything less would have been malpractice. Caslin threw in the
hand. Ditcheva.
Oh, that's
jumping knee. That's really hurt Caslin. She backs up onto the ropes.
The towel. Dakota Ditcheva had arrived.
That was a sharp knee. It was a scissor knee as well, so she expected the
fearless start from Caslin, but you can see.
A year later, on June 25th, in her hometown of Manchester, Dakota faced a new test. Katia Pinto.
Round stoppage for the lady.
Calls a halt to the contest. Declaring a winner by way of...
She was tiny, barely 5 feet tall, but her nickname, the Pinball Assassin, was no joke. It was a war from the bell. Dakota tried to clinch but couldn't get a solid grip. Pinto came at her like a tornado, landing sharp shots and keeping her distance. But Dakota adjusted. She slipped, countered, and landed her strikes with pinpoint accuracy. Round 2? Dakota flipped the script. For every charge Pinto made, she was met with violent counters. A brutal 12-6 elbow dropped her. Dakota's kicks and elbows had Pinto wishing she was somewhere else, anywhere else. By the final round, Dakota swatted her around like a fly, and Pinto looked like she'd been through a car crash. Though it went to a decision, it was clear. Dakota won dominantly. Next up, Kat Payton. Payton learned the hard way that Dakota's kicks weren't just for show, they were acts of mercy compared to the finishing power she could have unleashed. Dakota controlled every second, barely letting Payton breathe. But nothing could compare to what happened with Emma Bragg. From the opening bell, Dakota came out on fire. One crushing blow spun Bragg around like a top. The referee had to step in for a standing count, then another. In round 2, Bragg had nothing left. She turned away, defeated. It was over. In her second pro MMA bout, Dakota met Carrie Isom. And if you thought her Muay Thai was terrifying, wait till you saw this. From the start, Dakota greeted her with knees like she was prepping ribs for a BBQ. Then came the elbows, sharp and unforgiving. One sliced Isom open and forced a doctor stoppage. The ref had to wave it off to save Carrie from further punishment. But then came Jenny Lean. Oh boy, Jenny thought clinching would save her. Bad idea. Clinching against Dakota is like hugging a cactus, painful and unwise. Then Dakota spun, unleashed a wicked elbow, and sent Jenny into orbit. She might still be up there. That kind of violence? You usually only see it in men's divisions. Dakota soon transitioned into MMA full-time, and as they say, the rest is history. But here's the question.
She looks in real forwards. Campaign's got to be careful.
There he goes over.
She turns away. She valiantly got to her feet.
Question. Which female fighter today do you think would be Dakota Ditcheva's toughest challenge? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe.
Bragg early. She's come back to the corner. Daz Morris telling her the hands above the head. Try and get some air into the lungs.
And check out our other videos about Dakota the Diva Ditcheva, because this fighter from Manchester is just getting started.
Bends to the body, that's strong knees, very good knee.
Right, you can see Emma Bragg desperately trying to shield the midsection, but just absolutely right to call it a day there. And
Make some noise for Dakota.
she wants to shoot for the legs so she doesn't eat too many of those knees.
That's opened up a cut on Isom's head. Big back elbow.
No quitting Isom at all as she throws back, though.
Yeah, it's still coming forward.
And you knew that as soon as Ditcheva got into the pro ranks, she would enjoy using the elbows. Seen enough of Dakota Ditcheva. Moves to 2-0.
Oh, she's wobbled her.
Aye, she did.
And again.
Oh, switched again, just as I was going to say, she looks like she's sticking with a
Lovely
lovely
combo.
sweep from here.
Oh, what an
lovely
elbow. And
The tie
again.
background now,
And
the
again.
elbow's going in here.
Oh,
I think Jenny's
oh,
about.
wow.
Wound up with that. Thought she was
Oh, spinning elbow.
Oh, wow. Oh, knee. She
Oh,
drops.
it's a
Oh, that's
masterclass.
a,
An
that's a
absolute
great.
masterclass.